Libra, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and see what is happening in your world. See if we can get one card on what you need to focus on. Tell me about your strength. Your near future. Wow. Okay. What else is influencing this? Interesting. So looking here, bottom of the deck, moon. You know, it's interesting that the moon is starting to show up in a lot of readings because we just had the full moon and that wasn't showing up previously, but now it feels like there's some significance. And it could be because we actually have two full moons in the sign of Capricorn. So we had one on the 21st of June, and we have the next one on the 21st of July. And so it's this month period feels different just because of those two full moons in the same sign. So this is about structures, things that need to be reconsidered when it comes to being flexible. What is the actual structure itself? Does it just need to be completely demolished and start over? What is your long-term plan here? What needs to change? That feels significant here because you're embarking on this brand new beginning. You are sitting in this full energy, and it really does feel like how it's depicted in this picture where you've walked through some sort of opening. You've walked into maybe some sort of life, new chapter, something along those lines, something that is very healing. Healing is going to be really significant here. This is also about going after what you want. That star card is your wishes being granted. You're going to have to make a decision here at some point. So you need to focus on what exactly you want here. Get very clear on the direction that you want to go and really think about those long-term goals that you have for yourself. What are your long-term dreams? Where do you see yourself 5 years, 10 years? What does your life look like? And really think about what does the daily life look like? Because there's something significant about that as well. Ace of Cups is showing up in your past energy. You actually have a lot of new beginning cards showing up. So I like to see the Ace of Cups. This does indicate that you're moving towards something that is more emotionally fulfilling. You want that type of relationship. You want that type of life where you just feel very good about the life that you're living. That feels like ultimately where you want to be. You don't want to be just kind of going through the motions. You want that emotion behind it. We've got the Death card showing up as your strength. This is all about transformation. So this is about releasing the old to start something new. All about new beginnings here. You're leaning into it. That's your strength, is you're really leaning into it. You're kind of accepting that there is something new happening, embracing it. You have another new beginning card here with the Ace of Pentacles. This is something long-term. So whatever's happening here, definitely a lot of emotional fulfillment connected to it, a lot of longevity, stability. This is something that you're really setting yourself up for something long-term, some sort of long-term happiness. And so when I look at the external influences here, so these two cards popped out, and Seven of Wands with the Four of Wands. You have specific goals in mind. It feels like you might be fighting for some sort of relationship, or you might be fighting to have some sort of relationship here. Probably a marriage type of relationship. This Four of Wands is a reason to celebrate. This is the marriage card. It's actually a wedding ceremony itself. And so that is what the universe is trying to bring to you. It's like, you don't have to sacrifice these goals that you've had for yourself. You can achieve everything that you've set forth. The World is also showing up here. So there is something here that is within this new chapter, this new beginning, there is something that you're releasing in order to really go after it. So the beginning stages, there usually is some sort of almost like a back and forth type of energy where you need to release something to really embrace the new. It feels like that's where you are right now. It's like you're in between worlds. You haven't fully released the past and you haven't fully stepped into this new beginning, but you've walked through it. You've already taken those initial steps. It's about releasing everything else now. Ten of Wands is showing up in your hopes or fears position. So the Ten of Wands is a lot of burdens, a lot of responsibility. This feels like what you want to let go of. You don't want to be taking on other people's problems. You don't want all of this weighing on you heavily. The Three of Swords is showing up in your potential outcome. This is very connected to the star energy. So there's some sort of healing that needs to take place in order for you to fully release the past. This is kind of before you fully embrace this new beginning, there's a healing period that you're in right now, and that requires you to let go of past heartache. Maybe recognizing that not all relationships are going to end the way that your last relationship did, or maybe if you were married before, the last marriage ended, something along those lines. There's something about this heart healing that needs to take place in order for you to really go after what you want. And again, that's so that this new beginning, this new path forward, you can feel emotionally fulfilled. Let's get some additional detail here. With the Fool and the Star, I'm getting the Six of Swords. This is movement. You're actually moving towards, you're really embracing this new beginning from that perspective. You're not looking back. You are moving forward with it. There's something really significant about what you need to release, and something about the past that you're just really ready to let go of at the same time. The reason that you're not looking back is because you're done with that. You know you're done with that. You don't want to revisit that. Two of Swords, Page of Wands. You are going to have to make a decision here. You might want to talk to somebody about your choices, but there is going to come a period of time here where you're going to have to make some sort of decision. I want to say it's your intuition, but it's more about what motivates you, what really ignites your passions. Let that be the deciding factor. If you have an opportunity or two, well, it's going to be two opportunities presented to you, which one really speaks to you on that deeper level, emotional level, something, again, that you feel very passionate about, really gets you going. Let that be your guide in what decision you make. Ace of Cups, I've got the Fool. So I love to see it. This is a really, really strong new beginning. With the Death card, I'm getting the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands that shows up in your fears is showing up here. This is what you're releasing. You're letting it go. You are leaning into this transformation. You're not resisting this in any way. I love to see that energy because that's really positive for you. That says a lot about how quickly you're going to be able to move through this so that you can get to prosperity and all the abundance that you're looking for on the other side. Ace of Pentacles, King of Wands. Yep, love it. You are taking action here. You're definitely not one of those passive people that just kind of lets life go and whatever happens, happens. It's not that type of energy at all. This King of Wands is very passionate, very motivated, a very clear decision maker, will move forward as soon as he or she makes up her mind or his mind. I know it's a king. It's the energy of the card. It's not necessarily the person. You're not all going to be male. Tell me about the Seven of Wands with the Four of Wands here. Six of Pentacles. This is interesting. I usually pick this up as your card, even though it's a pentacle and it's earth energy. This is a very balanced type of energy as far as in order for you to feel like you're open and available and generous, where you're able to give some of your resources to other people. So that could be emotional resources, physical resources, things like that. You have to feel very balanced within yourself. And so that's what you're really working on here. That's what the universe is really setting you up to do. It's to kind of keep you level-headed, just balanced so that you can have what you want here. Very protective of what you want. That's a lot of cards. Let's see if we can get one card on the world. Eight of Pentacles. Keep doing the work. The Eight of Pentacles tells me that you already know what it is that you need to release. You already have all the skills within you in order to release it. There's nothing new that you need to learn from the situation. You've learned the entire lesson. Now it's just time to let it go. Let go of that. Don't let it hold you back. Don't let it kind of be that ankle weight or some sort of chain around you that holds you back. It's time to let it go. Tell me about the Ten of Wands in the fears position. Three of Cups. Yeah, you do want happier times. You want to be able to enjoy your time with your friends, your family, and just have that kind of lightheartedness to the connections where you're not so focused on all your responsibilities or going out with family and friends, but you know that there's something that you need to take care of in your personal life that doesn't, it just weighs on you no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing. And so you want to be done with that energy so that you can just go out and enjoy life. Three of Swords, I'm getting the Magician. I really love that. Three of Swords, Magician. You are, as you're healing through this, you are getting very clear on what it is that you want. Maybe right now, as I'm recording this, you might not be 100% clear on what it is that you want, but you're getting there. And that is helping you heal, because when you start to heal and you're processing through whatever it is that you need to release, as you release all of that, it's kind of giving you that this is what I need to do. This is the things that I want in my life. And so it's getting you very clear on that. So Libra, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.